Now let's go into some little fun details.
Okay.
So, by the way, you were telling me something as of recent, but you told me we're going to save it for the podcast episode. I haven't actually heard about the story as well, but I'm saving.
Which one was it? I forgot.
It was a story about a stalker.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
So actually, I didn't forget. I was like, okay, she needs to tell me. So
I'm spilling so much tea on the podcast.
Hey, that's why we have Portell here to get us through this. So please do tell, how did this so-called stalker end up in because it got worse, okay?
So basically, when I moved to Warsaw 2 years ago, there was this account that kept on sending me a bunch of messages. At first, they were really nice.
Okay.
But then they just got really sexual and creepy, but they were really long. And I would be getting 3 or 4 long ass messages every single day. And I was a little bit alarmed,
what's going on?
Who the hell is this person? They just seem very unpredictable.
On your social media.
Yes, exactly.
And then we didn't have DM requests now, right? So you just get it popped out on your messages.
No, it was in the
DM inbox spawn. So it was
exactly
recent.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it went on for a year and a half, but we'll get to that in a second. And so the messages were very disturbing. And I was alarmed, but I just thought that this is some guy maybe in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Poland. So I wasn't disturbed. But then one time I added an Insta story from the view of my flat that I was staying in, the first flat in Warsaw. And the guy was literally writing to me that from his calculations, he believes I live on this number. And I was like, holy shit, this guy knows exactly where I live. And then later, I also met him at the bus stop, literally 2 minutes away from where I was living. And he was some 50-year-old, a creepy guy that was bald and looking weird, and his teeth were ruined, and he was acting really weird. And later I found out that he was schizophrenic. Yeah. And so basically when I met him at the bus stop, he's like, hi, it's me. It's Arthur. And I'm like, who? My followers are younger. And he's like, me, the guy that's been messaging you all this time. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't check my DMs. I gotta go. And I just literally ran off. And then I went to the police. The police did not care at all. They were basically, unless he hurts you, there's nothing we can do. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This guy is literally sending me messages that he wants to.
You can always get a restraining order, but I don't think they have that.
I did do one here, and he did not follow it, but we'll get to that in a second. And he was actually sending me very disturbing messages, that he wants to sexually molest me, that he wants to freaking do disturbing things to me involving feces and just terrible stuff. Really, it was not even Pornhub stuff. It was dark web kind of stuff that he wanted to do to me.
Was it because of his sickness? Because you just mentioned his...
I don't know. He was.
I don't even know if there's any connection between that. Because
I'm sure. Yeah.
Pervert behavior.
Yeah. And on top of it, he didn't know my age, so he might have also thought that I was some kind of schoolgirl teenager, which is even more disturbing and creepy. And because of the show that I star in. And, the messages were getting really intense, and I had to move after I knew that he knows where I live.
Safe. Yeah.
And I was just terrified that this guy's going to stalk me down. And unfortunately, because of the job that I have, I have to post where I'm at. And I sometimes, I'm at an event, I'm at a premiere, and I need to post immediately.
Yeah.
And it was hard, because even if I would block him, all he has to do is follow 10 of my closest friends to know where I'm at. So I just felt really stressed out by the situation. And I went to the police 6 or 7 times, and they did not care, even though I had hundreds of messages where he was threatening me that he's going to hurt me and find me and stuff like that. And basically, then when I was at this summer camp for followers that watch the show that I'm at, he went all the way to a different city, to Olsztyn, stalk me in my hotel. And the hotel was literally in a forest. So if I went by myself, I don't know, to the gas station, he could kidnap me, rape me, hurt me, I don't know. And so he went there, but luckily we didn't meet. And also then he stalked me when I had a collaboration with a restaurant, and he was waiting for me outside their And thank God my friend was there. We called the police. We waited for the police for like 20 minutes. They did not care at all. And when the police came, I told him that he has a restraining order against me. And the police was like, literally, they just let him go free. I was like, you're not even going to take him to like the, commissariat? The police station? This is crazy. This guy is like threatening to hurt me. And here he is.
How did it come about that he ended up?
So basically, I had to get a really good, expensive lawyer. And I went to this party about, 9 months ago to my friend's party. And during the party, I had a headache. I went to the store and he actually saw that I went to that party. And when I went to Żabka, he was at the store and he actually when he saw me, he jumped on me and like grabbed me like this on my neck. Thank God there were men there in the store and they literally took him off of me, like a grown ass 50-year-old guy that was like this much taller. And like, if I was alone, I would have been probably like raped or killed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Because his messages were like, sometimes they were sweet, sometimes they were really aggressive. So he had like
depends on his emotional
issues.
Yeah.
And he was also schizophrenic.
Needs to be in the psychiatrist.
And he was already actually one time in the
psychiatrist. Yeah,
the hospital.
Yeah.
For like 6 months because he actually beat up a woman or something 12 years ago. And he actually doesn't work and he lives with like his parents that are like, I don't know, in their 80s or 90s or something.
So now basically he's in jail.
Well, now he's finally in jail.
Okay.
Yes. But this is not a permanent thing. Like, every 6 months he's going to be checked whether he's okay. But unfortunately, he's very intelligent. So it'll be easy for him to show that he's okay. And I'm scared for my life that if he comes out, he can do something to me. I feel unsafe in my country. It's just terrible. What am I supposed to do? Get a bodyguard? It's just tragic. So these are the cons of being somebody popular.
That's true. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this side, this aspect. I mean, my apartment was burglarized, so I can tell you from that side of posting and stuff. So I kind of I changed the way I post. Sometimes I mix the freaking days off. Don't ask me where I'm at. Sometimes I'm like, here I am. Like, I'm already back or I'm somewhere else because it was crazy that people can find out where you live or how long
they almost follow you.
With the calculation, I literally was just on a date before I'm back. Everything was gone from my apartment.
Oh my God.
The second I was like, oh my God, I wish I was home to like I was in this. Because I do boxing, sports, and plays, and I was like, I wish, and they were like, girl, no, I wish you were at, like, what if they were violent?
Yeah.
You don't know who it is.
Even if you know how to box, you're still not going to be stronger than a man. I'm sorry. Most of the time.
You're right. So they're like, it's just fine that, and the person, it wasn't like they ruined the things up and down. They just went to the, take what they had to. They boxed it back, but I just had a feeling that something was not right in my apartment because literally one like cupboard was open, was not closed all the way, and I have like phobia of these things, and I'm like, wait, something isn't right. My window was open, but I thought maybe it was just me. I forgot to like close it. So
that's terrible.
It was crazy.
But yeah, the most important thing is that you are fine.
Yes, you're right.
At the end of the
day, materialistic things are just materialistic, and that
health is the most important.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Stalkers. Well, guys, you just please.
Yeah, it sucks. You can't be safe as a woman in this country.
Yeah. I'm just glad at least they have a leash on, having weapons and stuff like that. Imagine if you're an American. There are a lot of news about people coming.
Yeah, because people are emotionally unstable and they can all buy guns without any. Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, okay, enough about the, sad stories. Let's wrap this up with a little like fun game here and there. And yeah, you tell me first. We're gonna like do a little like, quick questions, 5 seconds you have to answer, and then we'll do like maybe 2 scenarios, and you tell me what would you do in this scenario.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Okay, we'll start off light. So, are you red or white wine?
White wine.
White wine.
White and dry.
Oh, okay. Some people really like sweet wine. I remember I was just giving one of my producers here, and she's like, so dry. It was fun for you.
I don't know. I just think about
sweet growing up, but then as I matured.
Exactly. I feel like it's for babies. Well, no, I can't say that. Oh my God. But it's okay. It's teenagers.
Yeah, because they don't really get the concept of alcohol, so they like the
they want the sweet one.
Transitioning from the soda, the juice.
Exactly. But and besides, whenever I drink alcohol, I think about the sugar. So I just rather not add more sugar. I just rather have a drier wine than the one that's super sweet and is like literally no sugar.
Yeah. So, dog or cat?
Cat. Ooh, I want to be a cat mom so bad.
Oh my goodness. I'm such a dog girl, but okay. Okay, I'm later.
Dogs are nice, but they're just too much responsibility, to be honest. I had dogs growing up, and I just think that, you know, I would not be willing to get up every single day and take them for a walk.
Well, that's why you have a place that has a porch or balcony and they can just be around. That's the kind of dog I want, not the one that I have to.
So you want a Pomeranian, probably.
Exactly.
It will then be perfect for the Warsaw image.
Exactly. And they can just be around. I remember when I was living in one of my friend's mansion, I rented like part of this house, and he had and you know, it was so big guy, you know, like really bulky. This is so funny. But I was like the temporary mama there. You know, I was the only feminine energy. So we really got along. And I was like, oh my God, can I have a dog? Have a passports and everything. But yeah, what's your favorite color? And don't tell me black.
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
thought you were gonna be like black.
No, I don't know. I don't have like one favorite color, but I like black, white, silver, pink.
Okay, a little. Yeah, I was kind of looking at you.
Blue. I don't know.
I just like bright colors, but I don't have a specific colors like per se, but I like bright colors. Yeah. Yeah, I like white as well, but yeah, yellow, red. This is me.
You like contrast?
Yes.
Contrast. Well, I'm sure it also looks great on your skin because it pops off. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Do you have any celebrity crush?
Any celebrity crush? Oh my gosh. I don't know, maybe Zac Efron before he overdid it with the plastic surgery.
Oh my God. Yes, that's true. Oh,
I don't know what he did with his face, but I don't know.
I like Idris Elba and George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney, Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, but obviously when they were younger.
Yeah, I always liked George Clooney's hair with this little grayish, it's taken. So is Idris Elba, but you know, that's good. I love that. If you had to like live somewhere for the rest of your life, where would it be?
I don't really have a specific place, but somewhere where there is sun.
So a warm tropical place.
Yeah, that would be the best.
Like, because would you like to live on the island?
Island. I'm such an island girl. I love the island life.
Like, my phobia is I don't want to be stuck, feel trapped somewhere. So that's why I don't like the island.
Come on, we like planes.
True, but if shit happens, do you really think the plane is...
Well, but also it'll be hard to enter the island.
Oh, no, that's true. But I don't know, if someone is infected or something, like, then you're...
Oh my gosh.
I know, but I really go...
You're an overthinker. No, me too. I'm an overthinker too. I didn't think about that. I wasn't thinking about the dark scenario.
Okay, but on the good side, let's say all is well and I just like a tropical vibe. There's no water. I can move by land and by air, whatever is comfortable. Okay, so what's your favorite food? Are you a seafood person?
I'm actually not that very picky. I'm Italian, Asian, Polish. Yeah, as long as it's not too meaty.
Okay, I'm a seafood person.
I love seafood too.
Yes. So here we have two scenarios, and what would you do in your opinion, right? In a relationship setting. You're like, oh my gosh, okay.
Don't get me canceled.
No, okay. Yeah, like reality stuff, shit we go through, you know, like what would you do? Because I know I will do something completely different, but everyone is different. Let's say you had a husband and you had kids, you had a partner and everything, and suddenly, I don't know, this man cheated, but he wasn't in his right senses.
What? Of course he was. Exactly what he was doing. Bitch, bye.
But let's say, that's why it's a scenario. Let's say he was like under the influence of drug or spite on his drink. And then suddenly he did something and there's a little offspring somewhere.
No.
But he was really fight.
I don't feel sorry for any cheater.
And you already have kids. What would you do?
Well, take the money and leave with the kids and find myself a better man that doesn't put himself in a situation like this.
But what if someone was really after him? Like, oh my God, I'm going to break these people up and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If finally they got what they wanted.
I don't know. I would have trust issues. So the trust issues would kill the relationship.
Anyways, if you stay.
Yeah. When it comes to cheating, I don't screw around. Like,
Oh my God.
no way. I love myself way too much, not in like an egotistical way, but in like, you know, just a healthy way. And I only want to be in a healthy relationship. So I deserve better than situations like this.
Okay.
And maybe not be with a person that, I don't know, is in a threatening environment or that.
Yeah, okay. So I have another layer. Let's say, I don't know, your kid was caught up in some, like, I don't know, unprovoked accident or whatever. And someone has to take the fall. Either you go to jail or you cover up for, you know what, I'll go instead of, oh, like, babe, no, just.
Probably not. Because if like I would have a teenager that's harmful to other people and is, I don't know, threatening. Like, I would love my child.
Yeah.
I would support it.
Yeah.
But if it really, I don't know, like did something terrible, then for even their own good,
It's better.
they would have to go deal with the consequences, because what if they would hurt more people or not, you know, like awaken themselves in life and continue on this pattern. But hopefully I'm never in a situation like this.
Exactly.
God forbid.
That's a good one. Because I know a lot of some people that, well, I'm going to take the fall, or I'm going to.
I don't know. I'm not a mom, so it's hard to tell.
When you're ready.
But then again, sometimes by helping the child and making it easier for the child after they screw it up, you're actually hurting them more. And, you know, maybe they're going to have a much more problematic life. And sometimes hard situations can, you know, teach us, you know, a lot and make us a better person and make us reflect on, you know, things that we messed up, because we all did messed up things, but we can be better.
That's true. I agree. Oh my God, that's so bad. Last scenario. One I had with my friends, and we were literally arguing at the dinner. So basically, the scenario was like this. Let's say you have a dating platform, Tinder, whatever, and you're talking to someone, and what is better? Is it better if someone has a child and they didn't tell you, and then you find out, like, say, on a first date? I'm going to say first date because the second one is very apparent. Or the other person is disabled, didn't tell you, and you find out, you see them clearly as they come on the first date.
Like, you're
living really intense question. That question I didn't even come up with. And I was like, what? It was so obvious with one. But then I was like, oh my God, am I being, am I discriminating? I didn't know. But
honestly, I think honesty is key.
Which one is worse than the other? Like, you know, you have this both scenario.
Well, I think unfortunately the second.
Yes.
Worse.
Right.
When it comes to just, you know, I wouldn't want to react in a bad way or something.
Yeah.
And I think in general, like, in order for any relationship to have even a good start, you have to be honest. Yes. And plus, I wouldn't mind if somebody had a kid. No. Just, I think most things we are able to deal with as long as somebody's being honest, because it just, like, okay, somebody can lie and somebody can hide lies, but some of them will come out and they will cause trust issues. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
So I think it's always better to be honest and straightforward. And, like, how else are you ever going to build trust? Exactly. And I think trust and respect are even more important than love, because without that, how can you have a healthy type of love? You can't.
You're right. I told my friends, I told them that I'd prefer, like, I don't know, if you were disabled or something, it's better to tell me before.
Because then you can think whether is this something that you would be comfortable with.
Just have it there. You can still converse, so you don't have a very interesting expression, and you don't want to be or fall in love with someone out of pity. You want to be like, oh, in spite of everything, I wanted to go on a date. I know what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it comes to a child, sometimes not everyone just want to be telling you things on the get-go from the beginning. So I'll give it the first date till we're together. Then you can, like, you know, kind of see off of my vibe. You don't have to tell me if you feel like, oh, I'm not going to go on a second date with her. But if it's going to continue, then at some point in that conversation, you should kind of tell me, like, oh, I have someone. Because if I find out later, I just feel like, damn, did you really love your child?
Important.
Yes, that's pretty important. What if I don't want to be with someone that never had kids before, and maybe you know, it would be shitty finding out later. And also it tells me a lot about you as a parent. Like if this person is not so much of a priority for you to mention. Thank you so much, Aria, for this amazing, juicy conversation. I feel like we still have more to talk about, and we've talked in the passing a lot, but I feel like this video will show a lot into your personality and a little bit about you, your talented self. And yeah, just
thank you. Thanks for having me. And I'm glad you're my friend and that I get to do this. I enjoyed this. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun as well.
We really did. So do tell people where can you relate on.
You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok. Though I do most content in Polish, I'm sure there's some stuff that you could enjoy. So come and check me out.
Yeah, she has a great YouTube channel. And just follow her journey, and yeah, you won't be disappointed. On that note, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and thank you once more to Portell Wine for sponsoring this episode. On that note, we're gonna say bow wow and peace out. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the fashion section. What am I wearing today? Well, today I'm wearing the custom-made Marc Jacobs jeans, and I'm having this jeans jacket as a dress. Yes, very genius. And I'm wearing the Isabella Marant boots. Love them. Styled by the one and only, of course, Krystyna Hannon. Thank you. Mwah.